everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing this really beautiful blanket. I'm actually making mine a Lapghan, so just a size that you can throw over your lap. Some people use them for wheelchair blankets. So they're not overly large, but they're really nice. And you can make yours any size that you want, but that's what I'm going to make today. And the nice feature about this blanket is that it has a built-in border. I don't know if you're like me at all, but when I'm done with a project, I kind of want to be done. But a lot of times when you have blanket patterns, you really need to go back around and do a border all the way around the blanket. Well, for this one, we're actually doing it as we go, which is really nice. And I've seen a lot of these really beautiful diamond patterns, and I think you can do so much with them, and I think this is really beautiful. I think, so you've probably seen these before. I just think the nice feature here is having this added border built right in, right from the get-go. So I think you'll really enjoy this. Now, a couple things. Like I said, you can make this any size that you want. So that means you can use any yarn hook combo that you want. And what I'll do is take you through how I made this particular one with the materials that I used for this particular Lapghan. But go ahead and feel free to have any color combination, any yarn hook combo that you want to make whatever size that you want. Now this particular one is about 40 inches across and 50 inches long. So you can see it's not overly large, it's very manageable, but it's a nice blanket to have on your lap. With that in mind, let's take a look and see what materials I used for this particular blanket. So first is the yarn. Now for me, I just buy kind of basic yarn, but I did see this themed yarn in the store. This is Lion brand, and it's Schitt Creek by the program. And the thing that really drew me to this particular brand of yarn are all the beautiful colors that are available for this particular one, believe it or not. I especially liked this one, which is called, I think it's Wine and Roses. Here it is. So it's called Wine and Roses. This is a weight 4, so a medium yarn. Now it recommends a 5mm hook, but I like to make the blankets a little more pliable and drape, have a little bit more drape. So I actually used a 6mm hook. So this is what I used, a 6mm. Just put that up there. Again, you can use any combination that you want, but this is what worked for me. Now for this yarn, this hook, and the size that I made, which again is about 40 inches by 50 inches, this took me just under 1,000 yards, so 2.5 of these balls of yarn here. So if you'd like to do that, that's what you need to do. And then the only other things you need are a pair of scissors and then a tapestry hook for weaving in your ends when you're all done. So I hope you're as excited about this blanket as I am. I think you'll love it. It's a really fun pattern. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it, just doing a lot of repeats. And it only has a couple of stitches. So you don't have to be a really experienced crocheter to get this one done. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. But you can make this any size you want. The only thing you need to do if you want to do this with the included border automatically built in is make this in multiples of 10 plus 7. And trust me, that'll work out. So any multiples of 10, and then you'll want 7 more. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to make a foundation single crochet row of 127. So that's the size I want. It's going to be about 40 inches across, somewhere about there, depending on how, what size hook you use and how tight your stitches are, etc. But that's what I'm looking for. If you're using a different yarn and a different weight and a different hook combo, it might take you more than that to get to 40 inches. But again, whatever size you want, go ahead and do your foundation single crochet row until you get to multiples of 10 plus 7 more. And for me, that's going to be that 127. So once you get to your desired width, come on back here and we'll talk about how to start the next row. Okay, so we have the start of our foundation single crochet row here. And what we want to do is turn our work, and then we're going to start building the border on the side, and then we're going to do the kind of the border row along the bottom. Now, this is another thing I would highly recommend. Normally, if you're going to do a row that starts with double crochets, you would do a chain 3. Since these are going to be our built-in border rows, I think that an alternative turning chain is going to look nicer and straighter along the edge than always using chain 3s for your starting stitch here. So I'm going to use an alternative turning chain as opposed to a chain 3. Some people call it a stacked single crochet, if you're more familiar with that. Again, if you haven't done it before, don't worry, I have a tutorial for that as well, and I will link that in the description box. But it's going to give you a much straighter edge than just doing a chain 3 here to start your row, and it's going to be a little sturdier. So this is going to be the equivalent of your first double crochet in that very first stitch when we're coming on back. So to start the border, we're going to do 2 double crochets. The first one is your alternative turning chain or your stacked single crochet, and the second one is right next to it. So you have 2 double crochets. You're going to chain 1, skip that next stitch, and in the following stitch do another double crochet. And what you'll see is like a box, right? An empty box there. And that's what we're going to do, is create these boxes all the way across. So 2 at the beginning, but from now on, just 1 double crochet. So you have your double crochet, single, do a chain, skip 1, and double crochet. Okay, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. The only time that we have 2 double crochets in a row is going to be at the beginning, and then at our very end of our row, we'll also have 2 double crochets. All right, so chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and this is creating that border along the bottom of the blanket so that we don't have to go back later and do that. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and do this all the way across until you get to the end. And at the end, you're going to have 2 double crochets. So when you get there, come back here and we'll take a look at what that looks like. So continue this pattern until you get to the end and come on back. Okay, so if you continued that chain 1, skip 1, double crochet all the way across, you should have 1 stitch left, and this is where you're going to do the second double crochet there at the end. So that's the end of the row. Remember, it has 2 at the end, and then I have 2 at the beginning. All right, so that's going to be your border row. Now along the side, we're also building a border on the side as we go up, and this pattern here, 2 double crochets, a space, and a double crochet, that's your border going up the side. Every row is going to start and end with this pattern right here. That's how you're going to build in that border automatically. So you want to turn your work, and then for the next row, we want to start with that alternative turning chain or that stacked single crochet, however you want to call it, as our first double crochet. So again, remember, we got to build our border first. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. So now here we are building that border up the side as we go along. Now we're going to start the diamond pattern because we already have our border across the bottom already done. So for the diamond pattern, we are going to go, after we've done this border section here, we're going to do 9 double crochets in a row. So we've already done this one. This one is not one of the 9. That's part of your border row. So we're going to start in this first chain 1 space, and that will be number 1. The next double crochet inside there will be number 2. In the space will be number 3. 4. In the space is 5. In the double crochet is 6. In that next space is 7. So get my yarn here. Next double crochet is 8. And that chain 1 space there is 9. So let's just take a look at that, make sure we have that. You've got your border section, which is 2 double crochet, a chain 1 and a double crochet. And then you should have 9 double crochets using both the chain 1 spaces and the double crochets from the row before, from that border row. So there's your 9. Now we're going to do a space. So chain 1, skip that double crochet, and then in your chain 1 space, that next chain 1 space, there starts 1 again. All right, so we're going to do 9. So that's 1, 2, and then chain 1 space is 3. Continue to do that until you get to 9 again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you have 9 more. Chain 1, skip 1, starting in that next space, do 9 more. You're going to do this all the way across until you get to the end, and when you get to the other side you should have 4 stitches left to do this border again. So once you get to the other side, come on back here and we'll finish that border side on the left hand side. Okay, so I went all the way across and I have those groups of 9 with the spaces in between, just like we talked about. I finished my last set of 9 right here, and we have 4 stitches left. We're not going to make another space right here like we did here. With these 4 spaces left, remember those 4 stitches are always reserved for the border. So for the border, we're going to follow suit. You're going to do a double crochet in the double crochet from the row before. You're going to do chain 1 and skip that chain 1 space from before, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets to finish out the row. There's 1, and here's 2. Okay, so you can see we're building that border along the side as we go, just like we did at the bottom. All right, so now we're going to turn our work. And what's the first thing you're going to do? Yep, you're going to do that border section first. So you're going to want to do an alternative turning chain, which is the 2 double crochets, which is, I should say, the equivalent of 2 double crochets, chain 1 and double crochet. Now we're going to start the pattern. This is the largest part of our diamond. We're going to go down from there, down to a point from here. So the first thing we need to do is make a space. We do that by doing a chain 1 and a skip 1, okay? So skip this very first one. This is the first of our 9 from the row before. And now you're going to just do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's just look at that so you can see how the pattern is starting to come out here. We had 9 here. Here's the 9. Now we have 7. All right, because we're starting to go toward the point of the diamond. All right. What we want to do now is we want to chain 1 and skip 1. And in this chain 1 space from the one before, we're actually going to start another diamond pattern, the reverse way, starting with the point of the diamond. So this part of the diamond will be going this way, and where we start this one, that's the smallest point of the diamond, and we'll be going this way. So you're going to do kind of 2 things at once here. So just to recap, we did 7 double crochet, we skipped over that last one with a chain 1 and a double crochet in the chain 1 space. You're going to do a chain 1 again, skip this very first one, and now we're going to repeat that. So we're going to do 7 double crochet. This will make more sense as we get further along in the pattern. And I don't know if you're like me, I'm more about what the pattern looks like. I would prefer to do something that makes sense from a pattern standpoint than sit here and count absolutely every single thing. So I can look at it and go, oh, that makes sense. All right, so I did 7 more, right? Here's the 9 from the row before, 7, so we've gone down 2. You're going to chain 1, skip that last double crochet and do a double crochet in the chain 1 space to start the other diamond. Chain 1, skip 1, and repeat. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you're going to chain 1, skip 1, do a double crochet in that chain 1 space, and just continue this pattern until you get to the end. Yes, when you get to the end, you should have 4 stitches left like we have before, and we'll finish out that border. Come on back when you finish repeating this, and we'll finish the border edge and go to the next row. Okay, so let's take a look at this. You can see where we've done the groups of 7, chain 1, skip 1, the single double crochets, chain 1, skip 1, 7. Now at the end here, you still have to have a chain 1 to skip that last double crochet from the actual diamond pattern before you go on to the border row here, the little border section. So do a chain 1 after the 7, just like you would have over here. And now we're going to do the 4 stitches from the border. So that's a double crochet, oops, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. Okay. Now we're going to do the next row. So we did 9, we did 7. Our next row we're going to do 5. And as you can see, we're continuing to make that smaller to get to a point. I told you this one here, this single one, is where we started a diamond pattern. That's going to go this way. So if we have 1 here, we need to have 3 on the next row. Let's see what that looks like. First, let's do our border section, which is the alternative turning chain as your first double crochet. Here's your second double crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. All right. Now, like I said, we need to get to 5 in this next one. So we're going to have to put a double crochet in this chain 1 space. You're going to do a chain 1, skip 1, and do 5 double crochets. Okay. Now you're going to chain one, skip one, and in this chain one space, you're going to do double crochet on top of the double crochet from the row before. Here's your second double crochet. And in the next chain one space from the row before, do your third double crochet. So as you can see, this one went from 1 to 3. Chain one, skip one, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 9, 7, 5. Here is 1, 3. Okay, see the pattern? All right. And then you're just going to repeat that. So chain one, skip one in the chain one space, do the first of 3. 1, whoops, 2, the next chain one space, 3. Okay, chain one, skip one, 5. Do this all the way across until you get to the other side. When you get there, come back here. We'll talk about finishing up this row and going to the next one. Okay, so here we went ahead. We've got the groups of 5 and the groups of 3 all the way across. Here's our last group of 5. We do a chain one, we skip one, and put your double crochet in that chain one space. That's the end of that repeat pattern, and now here are the 4 stitches left for the border. So like normal, you're going to do a double crochet, chain one, skip one, and then 2 double crochets. Okay. Now, before we go on to the next row, I mean, hopefully you can see kind of the start of that pattern, but what I thought would be helpful, I have a much bigger example that I've already done of this pattern that I just wanted to give you an idea of what that looks like on a larger scale. If you look at this, we're working down here, right? 9, 7, right? We're working down here. Oops, let me show you the, sorry. Here we go. This is, you can see the border section. You can see the border going up the side, right? And you can see this beautiful diamond pattern that's emerging. So as we're going along and going from 9 to 7 to 5 to 3, we're starting to build up the next pyramid over here at the same time. So hopefully that's helpful to kind of see what we're going for here. So that's a larger example of that, just to make that a little easier for you. All right, so we just finished that one, groups of 5 and 3. Now we're going to turn our work. Let me get some yarn here. All right, and go on to the next row. As usual, you're going to want to start with your alternative turning chain as your first double crochet. And I should have shown that. Let me just show you that one more time. How nice and straight that looks when you're using that, as opposed to a chain 3. Chain 3s kind of wobble a little bit up the sides. So when you have that nice straight alternative turning chain, it makes things look nice and neat. So I just wanted to show that. All right, so you have your 2 double crochets. One is the alternative turning chain, your chain one, skip one, and your double crochet for the part of the border. All right, now we're starting the next one. Okay, so for this, you can see, let me just show this to you. This here is one of these starting ones, but it's only half. It's like the part of the diamond that's cut in half. So that is starting to emerge here as well that we need to account for. So we're going to do a double crochet and a double crochet in that chain one space. Do you see how it's going from getting bigger? 1, 2, 3. It's this one here, but it's like cut in half. All right, chain one. Now we had 5 in the last row. Now we're going to be down to 3. So we did the chain one. We're going to skip that first one and now do 3 double crochets. Chain one, skip one. This was 3. Now we're going up to 5. Our first one of 5 is in the chain one space. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one is in that chain one space. All right. So there we've gone from 1 to 3 to 5. Up here we've gone from 7 to 5 to 3. Okay. Chain one, skip one, and do 3, 2, 3. Chain one, skip one, and up to 5 for the next group. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and you're going to continue to do that all the way across till you get to the end. Meet me back there. We'll finish that border and go on to the next row. Okay, so we have the groups of 5 and 3 going across. This is the last group of 3 and we're almost to the end here. You're going to chain one, skip one, and start as if you're going to do a group of 5, but remember this one over here is only half of a diamond. So we're going to go 1, 2, and that'll be it. And then you've got your border stitches left. All right, so the double crochet, chain one, skip one, and ending with 2 double crochets. Okay, so you can see here again we've got that pyramid starting, but it's like cut in half just like on the other side, and hopefully you can see those pyramids starting to emerge here. All right, well, let's go ahead and turn our work and go to the next row, and you'll do an alternative turning chain, double crochet, chain one, skip one, and a double crochet. There's your border. And now we're continuing here. This is the one where we're getting larger. This is the one where we're getting smaller. So for here, we want to do 3 double crochets in a row. Here, here's 2. The third one will be in that chain one space. Okay. Now you're going to chain one, skip one, and now we're down to 1. Okay, so let's just take a look at that. 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. There's the top of the diamond shape. So you're going to chain one and skip one. And now this is where we're building that diamond shape up. This was 5 here. Now we're going to have 7. So your first one will be in this chain one space right here. There's number 1. And then all the way across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then your 7th double crochet will be in that chain one space. Okay, so there it is, 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, now you're going to chain one, skip one, chain one, skip one, and 1. That's the top of your diamond. chain one, skip one, starting in that chain one space will be the first of your 7. Here's 5, 6, and your 7th is in that chain one space. Okay, see your diamond emerging there. And you're just going to repeat that all the way across until you get to the end. Come back, we'll do the border and go to the next row. Okay, so here's where we have our group of 7 and 1 all the way across. Okay, I just finished my last single one there. We do a chain one, skip one. We're almost to the end. We won't be able to put 7 in because remember this is half of a diamond at the end here, or at the side here. So 1, 2, and 3. There's your half a diamond. And now we're finishing with our border, which is a double crochet, chain one, skip one, and 2 double crochets. Okay, and now we're going to do the next row. So you want to turn and start with your alternative turning chain. I'm gonna get a little yarn here. All right. So this is our border section first. Double crochet, chain one, skip one, double crochet. Okay, so we're going to continue to increase these ones. We had 7 here, now we're going to 9. The first one, remember, is half of 1. So we want to do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 4th one is that in that chain one space right there. Okay, you're going to chain one, skip one, which means you're skipping over that single one from there. And now you're going to do 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9th one is in that chain one space. Okay, so you can see this diamond, the start of that diamond is right there. Chain one, skip one, and start your 9 again. This will be very similar to how we started with the 9 for this diamond shape. We did 9, chain one, skip one, 9, chain one, skip one. That's what we're doing here. So there's chain one, skip one. We're skipping over this double crochet here and starting the first of our 9 in that chain one space. It will always start in that and end in that chain one space. Here's 7. And 8, 9. Okay. Then chain one, skip one, and 9. So continue to do that, groups of 9 all the way across, and come back when you get to the end of that so we can do the border and the next row. Okay, so here I've got the groups of 9 with the spaces in between those groups all the way across. When I get to the end, I can do 4 of the 9, just like we started with 4 if you remember at the other end there. And now we've got our 4 stitches left for our border, which will be the double crochet, the chain one, skip one, and 2 double crochets. Okay, and you can see this pattern we have here, right? We've got This is the top of a diamond, and here's the bottom of the next diamond. So now we're going to continue on, and now these ones will be decreasing, right? Just like we did 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now we'll go back down 7, 5, 3, 1. And here in between, we'll start a new diamond that will increase. So let's see what that looks like. And then once we get to that point where we've got a complete diamond, then you'll repeat this, those beginning rows as many times as you want to get to the length that you want for your blanket. So the next row, we will do an alternative turning chain, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, there's our border. Okay, now remember, these ones here are going to decrease. So here we started with 4, right? For our half a diamond, we're going to go down to 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And in between all the diamonds is that chain 1, skip 1 pattern, right? So we're going to chain 1 and skip 1. And now in this chain 1 space is going to be the first stitch of the new diamond. Okay? Now we're going to chain 1 and skip 1. And we're going to go from, this is 9, we're going to go down to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, chain 1, skip 1. Here's that chain 1 space where we're going to start a new diamond with just 1. Chain 1, skip 1. We're going to go from 9 down to 7. So you're skipping that first one, and here doing 7. Chain 1, skip 1. In that chain 1 space, you're going to start your next diamond. So repeat this all the way across until you get to the end. We'll do the border and go to the next row. Okay, so you can see we're starting to go the other way, right? We've gone from 9 to 7 on all those, and here are our single stitches here, the double crochet that's going to start that next diamond that's going to go up. Now we get to the end here at our half a diamond. We went from this 4 down to 3, so I did those first 3 stitches, and now we have 4 stitches left for our border. To finish out our border, so double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then 2 double crochets. And then we'll start that next row. So go ahead and turn your work. And we'll start with our border stitches first. Alternative turning chain, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and a double crochet. Okay, so here we're going to continue to go down further. We had 3 here, now we're going to do 2. Remember, this is half of a diamond. Somebody cut it in half. All right, chain 1, skip 1. Now look what we hear. This is the that 1 double crochet that we had there for the start of a diamond. So if it's at 1, this time we need 3. And our first stitch will be in this first chain 1 space right here. So here's 1. In that double crochet will be 2. And in that next chain 1 space will be 3. Sorry. Okay, so we went from 1 to 3. Okay, here is our group of 7. We're going from 7 down to 5. So you're going to do chain 1, skip 1, and starting the next one, you'll have 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, chain 1, skip 1. There's that start of the next diamond, so we'll want 3. The first one in the chain 1 space, the second one in the double crochet from the previous row, and then your third one in that chain 1 space. Okay, from 1 to 3. Chain 1, skip 1, and down to 5 again. So we're skipping this one and doing 5 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 1, and here you're going from 1 to 3 again. So you want to repeat this all the way across, the groups of 3 and the groups of 5, all the way across until you get to the other side, stopping where we're going to do the border stitches, and then come back here and we'll finish up and go to the next row. Okay, so you can see we had the groups of 3s and 5s all the way across. When we get here to the end of the row, I was able to do the first 2 stitches. This is where we're going smaller on that diamond pattern, or that half diamond pattern. So ended with 2 double crochets there before our last 4 stitches. And then we'll do our border stitches, which is the double crochet, the chain 1, skip 1, and then 2 double crochet to end out this round. Okay. All right. See what that, so we're almost done with a complete diamond pattern here. So let's turn our work and go to the next row and start with, like usual, with our border stitches. I feel like I'm going to say that like 25 times, sorry. But I just want to make sure everybody's really clear on that. So chain 1, skip 1, and a double crochet. There's our border stitches. Now we're going to the next. Now, we're continuing to get smaller here, right? So 4, 3, 2, now it's just 1, all right? For that half a diamond. So skip 1, or excuse me, chain 1 and skip 1. Remember, here's the start of a new diamond pattern, right? So we went from 1 to 3, now we have to go to 5. So we'll start in that chain 1 space like normal. This will be the first of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one will be in that chain 1 space. Okay, chain 1, skip 1. This is where we're getting smaller, right? 9, 7, 5, now we're going down to 3. So skip that first one and go 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. All right, chain 1, skip 1, and starting in the chain 1 space, you're going to do 5 to do the increase on this next diamond pattern. There's 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, skip 1, down to 3 for this next group. Chain 1, skip 1, and starting in the chain 1 space, do 5. So you want to do this all the way across like we have with the others. When you get to the last 4 stitches, stop. We'll do the border stitches together, and then we'll turn and go to the next round. Okay, so here are our groups of 5 and 3 all the way across. You can see we're almost done with this complete diamond pattern here. When you go all the way across, you'll have a group of 5, chain 1, skip 1, and then this is your half diamond pattern here, right? So we've gone from 2 stitches down to 1. And then you have your 4 border stitches left. We will do a double crochet, a chain 1, and 2 double crochets. All right, now this is our last, the next row is going to be our last row before we start the repeats. So let's go ahead and turn your work and take a look at this last row. As usual, we'll start with our border stitches. So alternative turning chain, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Sorry, I have to get more yarn. Okay, so this diamond pattern here is done. We've already finished that one. So what you want to do is go here from 5 up to 7. So to do that, we're going to chain 1, skip this one from the row before, and start in the chain 1 space. Anytime you're making a part of the diamond larger, you're starting and ending in those chain 1 spaces. So there's the first of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in that chain 1 space, right? Now you're going to chain 1, skip 1. This row was 3, right? 9, 7, 5, 3. This row is going to be 1. So you're skipping that first one and you're doing a double crochet right in the middle there. And that completes that diamond. You see that? So chain 1, skip 1. Now this one we're bringing from 5 up to 7. Remember, you're going to start in that chain 1 space. So here's your first double crochet. Maybe, there we go. Here's 2. Here is 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th one is in that chain 1 space. Okay. So there we got that. You're going to chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet. And you can see now you've completed that diamond right there, right? So you're going to go ahead and complete this and go all the way across. Once you finish this row and put your border stitches in, then you're going to repeat, starting with the very first diamond pattern row. So we remember this was our foundation single crochet. The border was row 1. Row 2 is where we started the 9, group of 9 all the way across. This is what you're going to start repeating from here all the way to what we're finishing now, as many times as you want. Let's just finish this out, this row out and the border row out. We'll come back here and just kind of talk through that one more time. And then I'll leave you to do your repeats for as long as you want your Lapghan or your throw to be. So finish up this row and come on. All right, let's just finish up this, this row with the border, and we'll talk about the repeat. So groups of 7 and 1, 7 and 1, all right? All the way across. I just did 7 across here, and there's 5 stitches left. We're doing a chain 1, skip 1 to finish this out. and then your 4 border stitches. So you've skipped that first double crochet that was there, and then just went right into the border stitches. So double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and 2 double crochets. All right, and that finishes out. You have a complete diamond there now. Okay, now, like I said, what you want to do from here on out is start and repeat from this first row of the diamond pattern, which I'm going to say is row 2. We've got our foundation single crochet, we've got the border, which is row 1, and row 2 is this group of 9, right? So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You'll want to repeat rows 2 through 11 as many times as you want until it becomes the length that you'd like your Afghan, Lapghan, throw, whatever you decide to make to be. That's how many times you want to repeat those rows that we just did. Now, a couple of things, I don't want to throw you off, but I did this diamond pattern based on 9 being the widest part of the diamond. Okay, now if you want to make a smaller diamond, you can do that. You would just decrease the number of stitches. Now just keep in mind, they're all odd stitches, right? So 3, 5, 7, 9. So if you want less than 9, you can do that. It would be either 7, maybe 5. I wouldn't go too much smaller than that because you won't have much of a diamond. If your largest point is only 3 stitches wide, that wouldn't really work too well. But you could do 7 or you could do 5 as your largest instead, if you want to do that. It would change kind of how your beginning would look. Like instead of 9 and a space, it would be 7 and a space, right? And you'd be going from 7 to 5 to 3 to 1. Instead, I'm going 9 to 7 to 5 to 3 to 1. It would make a smaller diamond for you. So you could certainly do that if you find that this diamond size is too big. I think it works really nice for the Lapghan that I'm doing. But you can do that however you want. So I would just say go ahead and repeat this to whatever desired length that you want. And when you get to that length, come on back and we'll just finish things off and take a look and see how things look. But I hope what you're seeing here is that you've got this border already built in along the edge and the border along the bottom. It's already all there. And we'll just talk about finishing up once you get your length where you want it. We'll finish up with putting this border with this single crochet row at the other end when you're done. So make this as long as you'd like and come on back here and we'll finish it up. Okay, so let's take a look at where we are right now. You can see this beautiful diamond pattern that has emerged in our blanket, and I happen to think it's really beautiful. The other nice part about this is that we continue to have this border along the side all the way down, the border along the bottom that we did at the beginning. And for me, I continued with rows 2 through 11. I did rows 2 through 11 8 times. And what that got me is about 49 inches in length for this blanket. And I ended on row 11. Row 11 is a group of 7 double crochets and 1 double crochet all the way across. And so now we just need to finish this up. And since we have the border already built in, that is pretty simple. So I just finished 11. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and repeat row 2. So row 2 is the one that has groups of 9 double crochets all the way across. But I'll just start that out for you just so that you can see this as a reminder of that row. So let me go ahead and get this going. Get some of this out of the way so it's easier to see. All right, so here's row 11. Now we're gonna do row 2. Row 2 is gonna start with an alternative turning chain. And then a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, and a double crochet. So continuing with the border pattern just like normal. And now we'll do the groups of 9 double crochets. So right away, starting into that chain 1 space, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need more yarn, sorry. And then 9 will be in that chain 1 space right there. And then just like what we've done before, chain 1, skip 1. Starting in that next chain 1 space, you're going to do another group of 9. And you're going to do this all the way across until you get to the last 4 stitches. And then we'll do the left side border when we get there. So go ahead and continue with the 9 double crochets, chain 1 space 1, 9 double crochets, chain 1 space 1, and do that all the way across to those last 4 stitches. Okay, so now we did that repeat of row 2, which is the groups of 9 double crochet separated by that chain 1, skip 1 there. We're in the last 4 stitches again where we have that left side border going in. And so for those last 4 stitches, just like we've been doing all along, we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then 2 double crochets to finish that out. Now, what we want to do at this point is we want to put a border here like we had at the beginning. If you remember, we did this border here. That's what we started with. So we're going to do this at this end. Let me turn this around. It's getting kind of big here. All right. So here's what we want to do for that border. We're going to do, as always, this border on the right side first. So we want to continue that all the way through here with our alternative turning chain and your double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. So we still have that border going up the side. And now what you're going to do is chain 1, skip 1, double crochet all the way across to the last 4 stitches. So chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. This is a repeat of row 1, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. And you want to do this all the way across until you get to the last 4 stitches. Come on back. Okay, so here's what that looks like when we've done the double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 all the way across. And we're going to go in these last 4 and do that left border just like normal. So we have to skip this one because we're on a chain 1, skip 1. And last 4 stitches like normal is the double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then 2 double crochets at the end. Now, for our final row, if you recall, we started, let me find the other end of this. We started with a foundation, single crochet for this very beginning here. Now that's a little bit taller than a single crochet. It's not as big as a double crochet, but it's taller than a single crochet. So we want to do something similar to that to finish out this part, this last part of the border. So what we're going to do is turn our work, and we're still going to do an alternative turning chain here in this first stitch, just like we've been doing all along. And it's a little probably too tall, but not too much. But then for the rest of this, in every stitch or space all the way across, we're going to do a half double crochet, because that's a little bit bigger than a single crochet and not as big as a double crochet. So half double crochet in every stitch across, including all the chain one spaces. And I'll show you when we get a few more done here how that compares with the first row, that foundation row that we started with. Okay, so you can see I'm doing that half double crochet here all the way across like that. And if we compare that with the starting row, which I now have to find again, here it is, we can see that that is pretty similar from a size perspective. See that? So this is our foundation single crochet row. This is our half double crochet row. So it gives that same effect here. And what you want to do is do that all the way across until you get to the end, actually. But you can go almost all the way to the end and come back here, and we will finish up what this blanket looks like. So continue on that all the way to the other side and come on back. All right, so we went ahead and did our half double crochets in every stitch all the way across. And we're back here to where those last four are that we've been focusing on. But here you're still going to just do a half double crochet in each one of those, because this is now the top border. So these are the last four half double crochets. And that is it. So we're going to fasten this off. I'm going to leave a nice tail to weave in. I'm going to do my final chain and pull that. And that's it. The nice part about this is that since we did the border as we went along, you don't have to then go and add anything around this blanket. So as you can see, I'm going to try to see if I can back up a little bit here so you can see some of this a little bit better. So here's the top that we just finished, and you can see it has that nice border all the way along the top. You can see a nice crisp corner, and here's that same border all the way along the side, and it's actually really straight since we did the alternative turning chains on the sides. If you go to the other side, all along that top border, here's the other side, nice crisp corner, and here is that border all along the side here. And that continues all the way around this beautiful blanket. And you end up with this gorgeous diamond pattern that goes through the whole blanket. And it actually pairs nicely with these little chain one, skip one on the sides and the bottom. So, you know, it's kind of nice to have a pattern where by the time you finish the last row, you're done and you don't have to do anything more to it. Now, if you want to, depending on the material you chose, acrylic or cotton or whatever, you can either wet block or steam block this if you want to straighten anything out a little bit more, or straighten any of your stitches. You can certainly do that. I will say with this material that I used from Lion brand, I think it actually looks really nice, and it's really nice and soft and pliable because I used that 1 millimeter larger hook than what was requested or recommended, excuse me, on the yarn. But again, you can make this any yarn, any size, any material, I mean, however you want to do that. And it really does whip up pretty quickly so that you can have a nice looking blanket in a short period of time. So I hope you enjoy this. If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if you can like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out quite a bit so I can continue to do videos like this for you. And I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you next time.